As a player, is a little bit different because you really have no idea, but you're kind of just going to go out and hoop. You're hoping, and you don't really know something's changing, and you got to go out and you got to make it happen because you're playing also for your job, and other people are watching you at the same time. So you got to make sure that you go out and you fight and play. But they're always difficult, man. It's like I said to you guys yesterday. This is a part of our business. It's a part of what we do. It's an unfortunate part, but that goes with trading and a lot of different things. We get, love for people, and all of a sudden we wake up the next day and they're not there. And maybe we were friends with their families and different stuff, and they're not there. And it's difficult, but it's what you sign up for. And I knew that coming in, even being on the other side. This job is a lot more volatile, but I know that I have a love and affinity for it, and I'm a glutton for pain, I guess.
After snapping that losing streak, have you noticed a different energy in the locker room or at practice? Have guys, is their energy a little different since that win?
I mean, the energy in the locker room last night was like at a crazy high level, first of all. But no, I thought that the energy in Los Angeles was high level. The attention to detail was great. I think with winning, that kind of naturally comes. But today they were locked in because there was a lot of talking and teaching and different things that I wanted to do, and I thought that they were spot on the whole time. Everybody was right where we need to be to make positive steps, hopefully.
Doug, how do you look at this 50-game stretch here for yourself? Looks like it's an opportunity to prove that you can run this team full time.
First of all, it's an opportunity. I want to win as many games as possible, obviously, but I think also there is the ability to progress and see progress in certain areas. And the byproduct of that is winning. And then it's out of my hands from there. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be on it. First one in, last one out. That's just kind of how I live. And so I'm going to do everything when it comes to that, for sure.
It's got to be a little weird on the coaching staff, too, I imagine. You're obviously leaning on them quite a bit, and during this time, what's the kind of buy-in or just the camaraderie there with them as you kind of take this new step?
I've told them all, I'm going to lean on you. I need your help. But at the same time, I'm the person in the chair, so I know that I have to do it, and I make sure that I'm prepared as I possibly can be. Do you learn things? Obviously, if you're not learning, you're not growing. So I'm always trying to do that. But the ability, they've been great. We just have to continue to vibe and try to find, first of all, my voice and what I want and what I want the team to do. And then for you guys to parrot that information when you're working with your players, when you're showing them video, when we're showing them video as a team, all those different things have to have a synergy for us to, my analogy was a hand or a fist, and we want to be a fist.
From speaking with your players, it's clear that they're very receptive to what it is that you're doing out there. You as a former player, can you just describe why it's so significant to have that player-coach relationship on an intense level?
I mean, one is I did it so I know if you're bull jiving me, So I think that's a little bit of it. But I think also, I respect them as people. I have always talked to them as people since I got here in whatever capacity I was in, and just an understanding of actually what you're going through. Like, you can, in theory, talk about what they're going through, but there are only certain people in the world have actually gone through what they're going through. So I think that there's a little bit of that, but I think at the same time, they know that I actually care about them as people. And for me, I think I always responded best to coaches when I knew that they had love for me truly. And that will make them run through a wall for you. And that's the only way that we're going to get to where we want to go, is we got barriers and we got to break them down. We can climb over them, go around them. Now we're going to go right through it.
The style of play in the league has
changed a lot since you were a player, and obviously you've witnessed that and worked around the league as that process has taken place. But just what's the process been like for you to fully embrace as the head coach this new style of play, and is there any aspect of there's a whole lot of threes being shot today?
Yeah, it has, but in many ways our team defined the new style of basketball. We just didn't shoot as many threes, but the ball movement, body movement, sharing the basketball, five-man basketball, big guys that can do multiple things. If Coach Adamant would have let Vlade shoot three-pointers and Chris shoot three-pointers, well, damn, they would have shot a whole bunch of three-pointers. It wasn't there yet, but we had players that could do all of that. So in many ways, for me, it's a little bit easier understanding because we were playing five-man basketball before five-man basketball was a thing. And everybody was playing everywhere. Our big men were the passers. So we had a Sabonis on our team, and so understanding that and seeing how it goes, I think is a little bit helpful to me. But to your point, yeah, I think today's basketball, like sometimes they don't run for layups because they stop and shoot a three-pointer. When I was a little kid, you would be like, oh, what are you doing? But today, like, three is more than two, so they do that, and you have to adapt to some of that. But I think I got a feel for that from my playing, but also now coaching, observing, commentating, all the different things, and I'm just a fan of basketball, period. Yeah.
How excited are you to look across and see Bobby on the bench tomorrow night?
I mean, that's my guy, so I love him. So yeah, when the game's over, when the game's going on, he knows that's how he is. So I would expect nothing less. But super excited to watch guys, especially from here, that are having type of success that Bobby has had. I'm super proud of and for him. Yeah.
How important is it tomorrow to get off to a hot start? Obviously, the first quarter didn't go the way you guys wanted. I heard in the huddle kind of at the end, you guys looking for that energy. How important is that?
It's kind of who we want to be, and I think that's as we continue to go every day, every game, every week, every month, we're defining our identity of who I would like us to be. And that's one of the things as we come out, and as soon as the ball is thrown up and whoever gets it, we're out. And that's what I explained to them is I expect us to hit the ground. Now I understand that some of the things that we do, I have to make sure that they have their legs and they're ready to go, and that's part of my understanding, and I try to give to them. So I'm giving you that, so you make sure that when it hits the ground, we hit the ground running right away.
It's New Year's Eve. A lot of folks talk about resolutions, right? Do you have a resolution for this team or even for yourself this year? On this year at all?
Nah, man, and especially the last 48 hours, 72, whatever it's been. You guys know why I'm here. That's always going to be it until it happens.